Welcome to the show.
I get kind of threw them in the air. You know what that is in the paper? A Friends script from the TV show Friends.
Wow.
I had papers,
Like
episodes out.
like a side.
Like a whole episode.
Okay.
What's up, Out the Box Radio? We here. We here. Yeah. Some people are getting set up with their towers. And other people are ready to go. We have someone. Look on the end of this table. Y'all can see who is ready to go. He getting ready for his birthday.
Hey.
Shout out his birthday. Hey. It's brother Calvin. Welcome back to the studio. Woohoo!
Welcome.
Guess what?
Thank y'all for having a brother. I'm in the building.
Yes.
For your man's Jared.
Jared is out, but we have you in his place today.
I'm holding it down for you, Jared.
Co-hosting.
Wherever you are, son. Get
On
that
stage.
bag, son.
On stage, which we have to talk about later because I want to see if we go into his performance.
Of course we're going.
We should definitely go before it ends. I want to see how he does.
Definitely.
I've never seen him act before, so.
Me neither.
We're going to peep it out and yell at you all in the audience. I know him. Yeah, he be acting a fool. I want to see him. I want to see him read off the scripts. See how he does. But yes, happy Thursday. Welcome again. Jonay, why are you looking so sad? Jonay is looking down between her. Is she praying?
No.
Oh, okay.
Let him use you.
I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure.
No, y'all. It has been a week. Today was like, oh my gosh, today.
Was it bad or was it just stressful or a long day?
No, it was just a lot. So, onboarding.
Onboarding new team members.
Yeah, but I wasn't in my office. I had to go to the site. Like I had to go to, which was a really nice building.
Okay, well, I saw your thing on Instagram showing your view of the day. I saw your view.
Nice.
It looked
Wasn't
really
it
nice. Yes.
But then I went. After I left there, I went to another site just to, pop up on the security offices to see how they were doing.
You was doing your job. You was being sneaky.
I do pop-ups because I am HR coordinator, but also operations coordinator as well.
Come on, boss.
So I've been
operations OC before. Absolutely.
So like I got to pop up on
Cha-ching,
see how they doing or whatever.
Do you do stuff with audit or no?
Who?
You. When you do operations coordination, you do audit stuff too or no?
No, I don't get that.
That's what I do. I do
unless
audit.
they want to increase my coinage.
Well, if you can decrease the risk, they'll increase your coin. Okay, that's what it's all about in operations. Decrease the risk management. Hello.
Yeah, I went to that site and they were having a ribbon cutting event that I did not know about, and it was just a lot of rich
was it a
people.
Brand new building or something?
A brand new building.
Oh wow.
Brand new. So
okay.
It was interesting, but
on the day you happened to pop up,
on the day
they didn't even send you the memo. The same CC you on the new opening.
All I knew was there was an event happening, but I didn't know that it was that. But I can't really go into it because I'm live.
Right. And you are in
discretion.
HR.
Come on.
It's confidential information. Well, I have two things to mention. One,
non-disclosure.
For those of you who are watching on one of our screens, y'all can see my baby hairs. Look. You see my baby hair sticking out on the screen? Look at the screen. Look at the screen. See, look, baby hairs right here. Oh, yeah. I don't know what's going on with that. I just peeked that. Look, baby hairs. Okay. Second thing, y'all can see the caller number, right? Caller number is 404-436-1277. We need callers because guess what? We about to have some roundtable topics, and we want to hear from y'all because y'all who matters the most. Again, 404-436-1277. Yes, it's not a Maryland number, but it's okay. It's our number, so make sure you call it. We will answer your call and give us ATO number. It is an ATO number.
Well, come on.
Support, rep. Give us a call. Let us know what you think about our topics for today. Pull it? Okay, I thought she was saying pull her finger. I'm going to say, ooh, what's about to happen? Ooh. La, la, la. I don't know what's going on here, but she was
did the whole Beyonce
giving a shot, right? She having people pulling her arms left and right.
Love you, baby.
We all look like we a little tipsy on something, but it's okay. Me and my baby hair is gonna be fine. I like your outfit today, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Come on,
You got the key to my heart around your neck.
The queen.
We gonna need that.
She is
we
my
do.
queen to be.
Every show out the box, Jonay wears my heart around her. The key to my heart around her neck.
Aww.
Mm-hmm.
So brutanimous.
Woo! How was y'all's week?
Week or day?
I mean, the week.
It's almost over tomorrow.
It's almost over,
technically.
yeah.
The work week.
The week is almost over. It's Friday Eve.
It is Friday Eve.
Oh, yes. Well, mine was good. Very productive. But before I start, let me just say that I'm wearing around my neck handcrafted beaded jewelry from my big sister, Creations by Carrie at Etsy.com. I probably messed it up somewhere, but if you Google her, if you go to my site, www.calvinthespecialist.com, go down to the bottom and look at the sponsors and click on the picture. You can get you some jewelry.
Nice.
Male, female.
For the wrist too, the bracelets for the wrist.
She makes the bracelets,
Okay.
earrings for the ladies, matching
out.
necklaces,
Nice.
bracelets.
I'm gonna check that
the
out.
whole shebang. She has hypoallergenic stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Just click on the site.
Thank you, Miss
And
Vanna.
this jacket right here, y'all might remember, it's from the billboard that was at Charles and Landville like a year and a half ago. Amen.
I'm gonna get JoJo.
Gold on
Yes.
my neck.
He is matching
Gold
today, y'all.
on
He is
this
doing
mic.
it. We got gold mics, gold
Turn
jackets. Some of us gold skin. It's
Well,
it's gold and popping
Well,
today.
I have gold skin.
Actually, you do.
Uh-huh.
I have white skin. Because look in the because yours actually is glowing.
I'm
I got that
golden.
chocolate, that young chocolate.
Yellow chocolate. That'd be the chocolate that's like old Easter candy. You know when
Not
you
the
be
old
But I like white chocolate.
Well, that's
my
white
favorite.
chocolate is a little different. You know, I know all about that. He's talking about yellow chocolate.
Oh, I don't know nothing
Who
about
said
You never
yellow-
had
who said
no.
yellow chocolate?
You never had no 6
I
months.
said young chocolate.
Oh, I thought he said yellow.
Hint,
Well,
Wendy.
that's a good thing because I don't eat yellow chocolate. But what you?
Bag a lady.
Oh,
You
she
go
got the
miss
Barney
your
bag
show.
today. I'm gonna let JoJo. Well, I'm gonna let her charge her phone up first. I'm gonna let her bring us into what our first topic of the day is. The first topic of the day.
So the first topic of the day is being as though that each of us are in the entertainment industry. I just want to know what types of discriminations, if that's a nice word to use, that you faced. For me,
For her.
for
for
her,
me-
for JoJo.
for me, it's my.
Take your time. Take your time.
She gotta plug it first. She gotta plug it, and then she gonna
She
be
got
ready.
to get ready.
For me, this is what, and I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all and transparent. I'm gonna be transparent. If you all have noticed, I have not done any auditions lately. I have not been working. There was a moment in time where I was always working. I was
Yeah.
always filming. I was always doing something. But I have not lately because I have just been so discouraged.
Why?
I know I'm talented, but at the same time, in this industry, it's more than just your talent. It's what you look like.
Isn't that sad?
It is. And the discrimination that I face, it may be different. You know, it's a lot of people say, it's women of color, blah, blah, blah. That, I don't really feel that one. It's the fact that I'm not a size 2. Like, I'm not a size 2. And a lot of the time I feel like I get overlooked for things because of that. So somebody that's less talented than me, and I'm just going to keep it real, less talented than me, get the job because they have the look.
Right.
And that bothers me. And so, yeah. And I get that a lot. Like, oh, you don't fit the description. Everything else fits except for
I'm laughing at him because his eyes got
athletic build or, something like that. It's always
Right.
a size thing. And I'm just like, y'all suck. That's why I'm going to just do my own thing and write my own stuff and then just act in my own stuff and say, screw all of y'all. But no, that is something that I deal with
Right.
in the industry. And I want to know, what have you guys faced, if anything? I mean, if
Right.
you haven't, good for you.
I think we might have struck the nerve. I don't know. And this is for y'all viewing too, because I know y'all in the entertainment industry. Some of y'all who are viewing us, so let us know too what y'all face as far as challenges and hurdles. I mean, I want to. Okay, I'll say it like this. Obviously, based on how I am, you know me. Brother Calvin on the end knows a little bit about me. He's been here twice so far. So many of you you would love to see the life of an entertainer if you could follow us at what we really do, like be side by side with us when we go to these auditions, what we really face in the industry, because it's not fun. I mean, it's a fun process, but it's just not. It's not fun when you don't get where you want to go or get what you want. For me, I know that one of the struggles is because a lot of times I will obviously look for different type of roles. I put myself in my own box, which I shouldn't do. I should be out the box. No pun intended.
Out the box
I should be like that though, because sadly, I will audition for any type of role, knowing that when I get to audition and practicing my lines, if I get the role, I'm fine. I don't act a certain way. But when it comes time to start filming, I don't know why I do this, but a lot of times I get too into myself instead of the character, and I start to show some of my sexuality traits in my character, and they don't like that sometimes. And so for me, it's been difficult. Even within some auditions, I've lost opportunities or I've been turned down for roles because of my sexuality. And I try my best not to show them that when I go to auditions, but then somehow along the line, there's some sort of slip when I go to actually start filming where I might be more of myself and get detached from the character. And that's what I'm building on myself, is not doing that. Because I'm more of an entertainer as far as being in production work, being a producer, being modeling, doing modeling, which they don't really care for that because you don't talk that much, you just walk.
Right.
You know what I mean? But when it comes to acting, obviously, I got to present it 360. I got to do it all the way around. Right. I got to look a certain way, act a certain way based on the character needs. So that's something I'm working on myself. But yeah, I've had to suffer that challenge too, where I've been turned down just because of that reason. And it's not fun and it's not easy. And I try to change myself even outside of acting, and I realize how much I'm trying to change myself. It's stressful trying to please everybody else. It's not easy because I do consider myself, my family's very religious. I have my grandfather, my father, my uncle are all pastors of churches. And
I never knew that.
Absolutely.
Come on, lineage.
So for me, it's difficult because I don't hang around them that much anymore since I've been like 16. So they don't know about my lifestyle. They do not follow me online. I do not accept them online, any social media outlet. We do not communicate that much, even me and my father. And that's because I don't think he'll accept me for who I am, obviously. So we have a distance there. So now when it comes to my work and what I do, even acting is my work, right? My job. Wow. I am fearing crossing that line because even though you know how I really am, I still deep down consider myself to be a Christian because I love the Lord. I know what he did for me, and I want to do right for him and my community and people around me that need that push and that motivation. But I doubt myself sometimes because of it. That's something I struggle with, is religion versus my sexuality. So it's hard. It's very hard.
That is a topic. But Brother Calvin, you doesn't seem you don't have these troubles.
Well, I was waiting my turn, but you're
you
kind of right.
You don't have these struggles.
No, I'm not perfect.
I'm
it's just and I'm trying to think because of all the different careers that I'm in. I'm like, is there one where I've experienced some type of discrimination? And I can't say that if it did happen, I wasn't notified about it.
Right.
So I may have gone into the audition and they may have said, or I may not have had what they wanted based on what I look like or who I am, but I have yet to find out.
Okay.
So fortunately, I can't say that I have been discriminated against so far.
That's a blessing.
What about a level of discouragement where something happened where you felt discouraged?
Always. Like when I was talking about last time when I was here, I'm not a I can't sight read. That means everybody out there, that means you look at sheet music, actual compositions, and can read them in the right key. Right. Know what those little squiggly notes, the treble and bass clef mean, and know where you fit in. Just off of looking at it, that's called sight reading.
That's difficult. It
right
seems
on
difficult.
I cannot do that anymore. I used to do that in high school, but I'll be 35 on Monday, so you can tell the difference how long it's been since I've been in training. Right. So in these auditions for musical theater, it's a beast. It's a monster.
Right.
And because the entire show is tracked and not tracked to a CD.
Right.
Like I mean, tracked as in scored. I'm sorry, it's scored. I guess I should say scored. But I've heard tracked used before as well. But it's scored. That means
I thought you said trap music at first. I was like, yes,
trap.
You know, I love me some trap music.
Yeah,
just the beat.
And so if you miss one word that's supposed to go on a certain beat, in you know, the text is set to the music, the script. In musical theater, so you miss one line, and if you can't pick it up, or your the co-star can't pick it up, and y'all fumbling, now you on to like the next scene, and you didn't even get to, you messed the whole scene up. You know,
I would feel on edge having to watch that.
It's crazy. So I go through discouragement. I used to. I kind of overcome that now.
Well, good.
Because I realize it's not anything I did wrong. It's just I have to find where I fit.
Right.
And what's for me is for me.
Right.
But not too long ago, like I just overcame that like a month ago when I was in New York for those back-to-back musical auditions. I was like, I had finally graduated.
Good.
I wasn't nervous. I wasn't worried. So yeah, that's one. I mean, that's just one to start.
It gets tough, especially when it's in something that you love doing.
Right, you have a passion for it.
Like you have a passion for it. Like this is what you want your career to be. You see yourself doing this, and to just have that feeling of I'm not good enough for you.
Right.
I'm not good enough for you. I'm not good enough for you.
Right.
And then you start feeling like
who am I good enough for?
Right.
And you know, it is interesting. As I look at different casting emails and stuff that I get, and I see what they're looking for, I often see. So I do see the discrimination. It's just not direct. So, so let me speak on that. So I get frustrated seeing some of the casting notices because they have to be very clear about what they want. So they'll say, we want an African American woman with short hair, size such and such and such, height such and such and such. You have to be close to that or meet that depending on what it is. Sometimes they're flexible. I've heard stories about this role was for a plus-size woman, I went in and got it. This role was for a white woman, I'm black, I went and got it. Those type of things, I hear those. Oh, you told us a story too about the old lady that got the man's role.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So there are cases like that happen. But when you see on paper,
right,
all these roles and all of the lead roles are Caucasian male, 6'1", athletic build, long hair.
And I'm opposite of all those things.
Caucasian male. And then under it, they'll have, the other female this. And then they'll have African American male will play. And then, but see, the roles is what I'm trying to get to. Right. Is what frustrates me. The discrimination is because it'll be like the white male, Caucasian, is CEO of company, very strong-minded, blah, blah, blah. African American male is young thug. So like it's straight up.
Right.
I get that so much in these emails, and I'm like, okay, so that's all. It's a systematic thing to where Hollywood and the higher ups are ran predominantly by white people. We know this.
Right.
And so they look at us based on our stereotypes and our statistics. And unfortunately, what some of our cousins and little brothers and little sisters demonstrate, it happens to overshadow. And so it's representative of what opportunities we have immediately.
Right.
So it's kind of hard to fish through and find, okay, here's a role for me that's different, that shows flexibility and actual humanity and not just a stereotype.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't go for those roles.
I hate stereotypes. I can, no matter what you're talking to it,
exactly.
You can attach it to anything in your everyday life. I hate stereotypes.
Right. And if you think, like, even the roles that are for the plus size girl or the fat friend is always the what? She's always the funny one.
The loud one, the funny
one. The funny one.
Cracking jokes, right.
She don't have a man.
Monique
right,
style.
that's
Monique
true.
style.
Exactly.
And I love Monique, but she look crazy. But.
Except for Living Single, because Queen Latifah was a CEO.
Yes.
Flavor magazine.
Yes.
That's true.
She's doing a good job. Y'all watch Star?
I don't watch Star.
Oh, I've seen episodes, especially since Brandy has been more involved.
Oh, I love Brandy. Yes,
Brandy.
She has
I love Brandy.
She's a principal role on that show.
Brandy
She's doing a good job.
Clark Cole.
Queen Latifah does a good job as well. One of the lead actresses. Shout out to her. But yes, it's definitely a good show.
I don't have.
She's one of the
producers. You know, there are plus size women that have made wonderful strides. Like I love Octavia Spencer. I think she's awesome.
Yeah.
It's just not a lot of us.
Right.
And even down to Gabourey Sidibe. You know,
there's a lot of work being done though, because I follow this stuff a lot. I watch a lot of interviews, a lot of their appearances, like Viola Davis, Taraji, Monique, those different people. I watch The Breakfast. I watch everything. Like I'm engulfed in all these different interviews to keep up with what's going on in the industry that one day I will be a part of completely. Want to come up, but one day I will be. So there's a lot of work being done from our people. Trying to diversify roles and making sure everybody's included and changing the perception of what that Hollywood has on minorities, specifically African Americans. So, I mean, I see a lot of change,
Yes, I see it too. I do,
but we got work to do too, and in this area, our local producers and directors, we can change some things as well. They're giving out Emmys for web series.
I know.
I know that. That's what I noticed too. And I
know.
I need to get on my grind. Back to them web
opportunities
series.
are at your fingertips.
But I do want to produce my own stuff. Like I write a lot. But wait,
when you say write a lot, what is it? Is it poetry? Is it scenes? Is it plays? Is it
no,
movies?
not poetry.
TV shows?
I can see you writing some poetry though.
But I don't write.
You should try. I think it would be very deep. I think it would be very deep. And I think it would be good.
But no, like
Philly, they throw pins at your feet.
Yeah. Do they?
I'll tell you my story. I don't want to cut you off.
I'll
tell you my funny story about that.
Okay.
But what do you write? My question was, what do you write out of the different genres?
I do a lot of screenplays.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I've written like two plays.
Now, do you have one that you feel like is almost ready to go? Like you want to start pulling people in?
I have about 5 that are done.
5?
What?
But I'm so
what?
I need to make the time.
Okay.
To do.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like
you got to do that first.
My 9 to 5 has taken over my life.
Yeah. What about your weekends? What about your weekends?
What's that?
Girl, I see your. Don't act like you ain't got social media. I know exactly what you do on them weekends. Footage.
What I do on weekends?
You could be sitting at the bar, get ready to produce your next screenplay.
Get me a drink, and then I go home.
And that's what happens. You got to take at least a solid weekend to
then
focus
I go home and go to sleep
on your screenplay. Yes. Well, I need to know what's going on with these pens flying at your feet.
Yes, I want to know.
Okay, well, can I ask you one more question first? Because I really want.
Do you have a lady? Do you have a girlfriend?
A lady.
We can go to that one right after the pens.
Wait, no,
right after the pens.
I ain't scared.
There's something right here, and I don't want to touch it.
Okay.
And the lady like,
Thank you. I thought she was going somewhere else.
She flirting on air.
I thought she was about to try to hook up.
Well, we do have an interesting topic in a little bit we'll get into about significant others.
So what happened was, right, in terms of poetry in the different regions, right, here in Baltimore, we've kind of picked up the New York thing, or I don't know what, that might be wrong. Sorry, y'all. We picked up wherever it came from where you do the snaps, right?
Yes.
Instead of clapping. We went from clapping to snapping. We started doing that in the DMV.
Right.
Then I studied at Temple University, Messiah College in Philly. Performed out there a whole lot, but I was singing. And I did poetry rarely, just as rare as I rap. But singing was everything. So I'm singing at this open mic. I'm going in. It's like a little worship song, Everybody else doing jazz and everything. I'm the only one doing gospel, like gospel R&B. So I'm going in on this song. I got my eyes closed on this, my favorite part. I'm going in, right? Now, the guy that booked me, he ain't tell me none of this. So what I'm about to tell you, I had no idea. All I'm thinking is, this or clapping, right? So I'm in, right? Then all of a sudden I hear clank, 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 and like stuff is smacking my feet. So I open my eyes and like people are like in the back of the room like, woo, throwing pins and stuff in my feet. And I'm like, I keep singing, right? Because That's how the show must go on. You
don't stop.
And I'm from West Baltimore, so they don't really. I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna finish the song, but is it because they want me to sit down? Like,
yeah, like what type of pen was it?
It was all kind. People brought packs. I didn't pay this how much I was trying to get in the zone. I didn't pay attention to people who had brought packs of pens with them because that's what they do there.
What does that mean?
They're respecting people to be good. So what it means is, and the guy had to explain to me when I sat down. I was like, why would they? I was like, why were they throwing pens at me? And he was like, what it means is they're trying to say that they rather you have this pen than them because they know that you're going to do something amazing with it. Like they believe in your talent. So like, here, take this pen. It's better in your hand than mine. So that's what he said.
Oh,
I was like, really?
Oh, I'd be saying, can you throw something a little bit lighter than a pen?
I mean, they could have like,
that's dangerous.
Like they was lazy, like they was in the back of the room.
Y'all could throw some paper planes or something.
They weren't flying in my face, but they was landing first and sliding. I was like, dang.
What if one of them things hit your shoe and flipped up in the air? Final destination.
You know
that's exactly what happened. The pen,
TV.
He chokes on the pen.
Like, thank you everybody for believing in me. I'm going to the emergency room now. Thank you.
Wow, pens. I would have much.
I never heard of that before.
Some money.
Yeah, in Philly.
Pens, right?
This money
is
better in your hand.
Come on.
You know what?
Can we do that?
What I will say
they do that in the church. They
also do that in the strip club. You want to be a little bit careful with people throwing money at you now. They might get it twisted. They might get it twisted. Look, as long as you doing your thing, but don't be doing nothing strange. But your body is telling it all. Well, I have a weird topic. We're going to flip it.
Okay.
Flip it in reverse.
And again, I encourage those of you who are viewing to comment online or call us because we want to hear this is going to be a good, juicy one.
Call in.
Please call in.
Call in.
All right? The number's provided on the screen. So look, when it comes to a relationship, if you are in a relationship, no matter how long it is, but you are attached to this person, you start to have love for this person, right? Feelings are swarming around. You're just starting to build your next chapter in your life. Then you get cheated on.
See, I have questions about the question.
Well, go ahead first before I finish it. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, these are called clarifying questions.
Sure. I'm ready for it.
So, when it says significant other, do you mean marriage or just your boyfriend, girlfriend?
Well, and if your answer drives around the difference, then we can
my
get into
answer
that.
would be based
I
on
don't
that.
have a specific in this case.
All right, well, I'll speak from that when it's my time.
Yeah, either girlfriend, boyfriend, or your partner, meaning you're someone you're married to. When you're devoted, it's a little bit different. But in the situation where it comes into a relationship standpoint and you're cheated on, whether it's once or multiple times, you find out. Would you remain with that person? Would you give them another chance?
All right, let me go with mine then, because she still got to get ready. Okay. So what I was going to say is, right, I feel like, because to my knowledge, I've probably only been cheated on once. I think. So, but they were in regular relationships, okay? Okay. So because of my stance as a man of God, but no, I really feel like in a regular relationship, if somebody cheats on you, it's time to go. No matter if y'all been together 11 years, 27 years, if they ain't been no ring, then it's time to exit. In marriage, though, and I've never been married, single ladies, never been. Hey, which ring? Oh, left. There's no ring. All right. In marriage, though, I feel like there should be a fight for your relationship and for your commitment, because I feel like marriage comes at a point where you've gone through a whole lot and you know each other. This is my definition of marriage. Some people meet each other 3 weeks later, they get married and stuff like that. Let me take it to the what was one woman I was going to propose to. I felt like she was the one, right? We had only been together 3 years at that point. And there was still stuff we didn't know about each other. Major stuff, like how we react to certain situations, and that's what led us to actually break up, actually. And to the point, long story short, her reaction to a simple conversation was to get out of the relationship. And so I'm thinking, if I thought this was my wife, the one, how come she couldn't handle? I didn't expect her response to be happy or for it to go my way. It could have been, she could have gave me 100 list of rules and how I need to do X and Y and Z before we can get right, or whatever. Her decision was to break up. And so I'm like, okay, if we were married and we had this issue, people in marriages go through way worse than a simple discussion.
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm leaving y'all vague. The discussion was I had mentioned wanting to be married to her first. And I know what that does to a woman, you know, because they born at the aisle. Right. You know, I get that. I really thought she was the one. So I started bringing up marriage first. But then, and I was still in college, so around approaching my senior year, I started to look at life a little different. I'm like, oh, wait. And she hadn't pressured me about a date, nothing like that. I was like, I'm not ready to be married yet as soon as I graduate. Because that's when I told her, like, somewhere after graduation, not right now, is when, you know, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to propose while I'm in school. She understood all that. But I was really battling. And I'm like, it was more than just a second thought. You know, because I brushed it off at first, like, man up. It's just, you know, and I'm like, no, I need to talk to my best friend about this. If, you know, my woman, the one, and she couldn't handle that. She was like, you know, I feel like I can't continue to invest in this relationship knowing that I can be dropped at any time. Right. Now, and she was like, that means you don't want to marry me. And at the time, I was like, no, that's not it. But years, like 19 million years later, I see that was true, but that's not what I was trying to say. I wanted us to talk it out and work towards something. I had never been in that. I had never been in love before. I had never been in that place. So I wasn't saying, let's break up because I'm not ready to get married now. I was saying, this is how I feel, babe. What do you think? Like, how we going? So anyway, in marriage, I feel like you build a lot. Right. And you make that commitment. So if I was to be cheated on one time, it would depend on a lot. Like, how was I cheated on? Was she drunk? Was she sober? Like, why was she drunk? Who was the dude? Where were they at? Well, where was I at?
Here's my question. Here's my question.
Just she's drunk don't mean she should be cheating.
No. I ain't saying I didn't justify. I was just saying all of those are different things to unpack.
It comes to mind
as to why I would say if I was staying or not.
So my question would then be, so you don't build in a relationship?
You do. However, you haven't made a commitment before you and God. And a lot of times, and this is what I mean, a lot of times men and women have different ideas on where they are in their relationship, and they're not on the same page. So hold on for a second. What I mean by that is if
they haven't made a commitment before God.
Yeah, that's what.
What do you mean?
Marriage. The covenant. That for better or for worse. And hold on, let me explain, because in a lot of boyfriend-girlfriend serious committed relationships, a lot of times they're still on separate pages. And I feel like once you have said we're going to get married, there's marriage counseling where you dig into your past and you grind it all out. There are things where you intentionally say, I'm focused on her. She's focused on me only. Right. But in a committed relationship, some dudes are like, well, this is my main girl, but I got a side chick. And to them, that's normal.
I mean, that can be normal in a marriage. But
they would talk about all that in marriage counseling, though.
But this is where I want it to be clear. Because what I don't want people to think is because I have a wedding means that I made a commitment before God. The wedding is an outside expression of an inward conviction. You and I made a commitment to one another. We could have made that commitment to one another in our prayer closet. That's just true. Didn't do a whole ceremony to show everybody.
What closet?
Our prayer closet.
I think it's like crab. Okay, go ahead. I was like, you are Shirley Baltimore in DC, yo. Crab closet. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Prayer closet. Wow.
But that's a difference, and that's not to go deep into the Christianity side of it. That's a worldly perspective of it.
Right. And
you get what I'm saying? So that's fine.
Because people are here, marriage
is the official legal commitment before God in public.
Is like with my wedding.
With the marriage license, meaning you have been counseled. And with an ordained minister, that's what I mean. So any other relationship commitment to God that involves sex outside of marriage. See, I'm talking about from a Christian standpoint, because you're saying commitment to God. So it may be a different religion and a different God. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, but if we gonna keep it real though, most of the a lot of the scenarios we're talking about are not even in Christian relationships. But let's talk about relationships across the board. That's where I was speaking from when I said outside of marriage, they're on different pages. That's what I meant. So it wasn't really to go deep into the religious side, but it was to say that your average person that's in a relationship. And I know this for a fact. I had a friend who had I don't know how to make this story. This is a long story. My friend had a homegirl, and she thought they were dating. And to him, they were just work friends.
Okay.
With a little bit.
Lie to you not. No flirting.
Okay.
No
activities.
I lie to you not. I've been around. No flirting. I could tell she was into him.
Right.
But yeah.
So she thought they were dating.
Right.
And he was like, no, we're just friends.
And it would be as if it's as crazy as crazy as if I left the last show that I was here thinking that you and I was about to start talking. That's how far away both of them were. Okay. Right. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by that. So he's thinking like he probably is, talking to her, trying to build a relationship with his woman or whatever, and she thinking we building. Right. You get what I'm saying?
That's a lack of communication.
It is.
A huge lack of communication.
Or I think it's just a little crazy because if we never discussed,
how you just gonna assume that I'm yours? I'm yours.
Now, okay,
Professor Overby.
Let me say my answer is going to be kind of a two-parter, but in general, it falls in the same bucket. Because obviously, like many other people, I have been used and abused before many times, especially financially, which is messed up.
I've been there
too. Emotionally more, but financially is a runner-up.
I ain't never had no finances because. So maybe that's what
I'm always no matter what relationship I'm in, and no offense to my fiance, it's just because he's in Costa Rica. So it's
Did you say fiance?
Yes. I've always been the provider, no matter what, and I'm okay with that role, and I actually enjoy that role now, being the one to take care of somebody. I like being that person. But what I will say is I have been messed up emotionally many times before from relationships because of the mental and emotional abuse. Never physical because I whoop someone's. But yeah, so I've had situations before where I've given second chances when it was just a dating perspective of relationship. When my ex, for example, why? Because I was too far into my feelings for them that I didn't want to start over with anybody else. I wasn't ready to.
I hear that a lot.
I wanted to commit. I wanted them to see that I was willing to accept what happened as long as it doesn't happen again. And it didn't turn out the way it should have. It happened again. Actually, there was another relationship that they had with somebody else while they were still dating me, and didn't want to let me go, which was very selfish and unfair.
I've been there. I've done that to somebody.
Oh, wow.
I've been on both ends.
Wow.
I've been cheated on, and I have cheated.
Keeping it real.
Well, okay. Well, then I will also say this. It's a different perspective, and I'm sure both of you may not understand this part of it, but for all those who are in the LGBTQ, whatever, community, I don't know when the Q dropped on it, but this
XYZ.
last year, yeah.
It's a letter every year.
EFG. Those of you who are in that community will understand where I'm coming from. When you are in a relationship or marriage, if you decide to go that route, in this community that I may be in, it gets tricky because by the time you're involved with somebody that level, what you guys may not understand, you two necessarily, is this. A lot of the people who are dating same-sex relationships, a good percentage of them have a lot to them that people don't realize, meaning either they haven't come out yet to their family or friends, so they're holding something deep inside and they're emotionally a wreck. They have higher rates of HIV and sadly diseases. Y'all do, and we know it. Y'all do, because you don't like to have protected sex, which is crazy to me. Just different levels of issues, which everyone experiences, but it's a lot higher percentage in the gay community, right? So if you're involved in a relationship and you suffer from any of those things, plus yada, 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 that could be in that same field, you have committed to trusting them, but you can't trust everybody, right? You've committed to that different level, and you're on a whole different perspective now. And when that person agrees to understanding you and agrees to this relationship, you now built this bond that's usually unbreakable. When they go and abuse that situation, and that happened to me because I'm not in either of those two categories, but, well, I am as far as coming out to a certain family. Yes, I haven't done that yet, and they don't know a lot about my personal life. But in a situation where you've been abused in that way, you don't know how to build that trust back up. You don't know who you can trust. And you don't know what other circumstances you'll come across when you date the next person, which is probably the same as the other person you dated when you're in this small bucket that I'm in of the LGBT bucket. Okay? So it gets very tricky. I will not do it again. My fiance, just letting you know right now, if something happens where you end up doing stuff behind my back and I find out, considering what we've been through and what we still have to build, you're absolutely right. I will not take you back, and you will go back to Costa Rica. I'm just letting you know.
How you doing?
Because
Costa Rica.
Just like I will not let you down, I hope you do the same to me. We can only build up from here, and don't do nothing that's going to damage the relationship. If you have any lust for anybody else, at least let me know. Have the courtesy to let me know what's going on, and let me make a decision based on that. Don't let me find out it's too late and you did something behind my back.
Does he understand what you're saying?
Huh?
Does he understand what you're saying?
What you mean? He speaks
Is he
perfect
bilingual?
English.
Oh,
He speaks very fluent English. Every word I just said. Hey, Jared's watching. What's up, Jared?
hey, Jared.
Every word I just said, he understands because he speaks very good English. Now, his family doesn't speak one word. They don't even say hello. He speaks very fluent English. So now you know. The more you know, the wiser you are. Don't go back to Costa Rica on a ship that you don't want to be on. Hello? Because this ain't no cruise. We're going on a cruise.
They are going on a cruise.
You may not be on this one with us. But I love you.
Remember, I had just said that I ain't never had no money.
I won't lie, it's a little bit pricey.
It's not that
It's
bad.
real out here when
It's
you're
not that
following
bad,
your
but for,
dream. Come on.
Moderate.
Follow
level.
your dreams.
Not saying he is, but people who, HR money, government money, yes, it may not be that bad. But when it comes to anybody else with normal jobs, it may be a little pricey. If you about to spit up $2,000 minimum for a trip. No, for some people. Well, it depends on what you can get a nice room for $2,000 by the time your plane ticket's done, your travel to get there, your excursions,
so
whatever
$2,000
add-ons.
was just the cruise?
No,
not the flight. Oh.
The cruise is going to be at least $900.
That's all inclusive? Like flight?
No, that's just for the room. If you want a flight, spit out a few extra $100. You want a drink package? Get ready for that. Get ready for that $350. I'm telling you, it can. It can add up. Get the calculator out. I'm gonna do a little lesson for y'all.
Son and daughter, I will be waiting until my breakthrough comes before I book any more cruises. I have been on one, and it was a budget cruise. Hallelujah! It was Carnival. It was 3 days.
Carnival.
I only spent like $400.
Yeah. You can do a nice one for a smaller.
Y'all going like 7 days, aren't you?
Yeah, that's why it's more expensive.
No, we're going
6 days.
6 days.
That makes sense. I'm not saying that's too much for a cruise.
She said no, not 7, 6.
You got
Get
to
it
know
right.
your role. You got to know your role and play it
But
well.
we doing it. We doing it all out. We getting the nice room. We getting the drinks.
Oh, yeah,
because we're going to enjoy ourselves. We're not going to go on a cruise and not enjoy ourselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Shout out to the other 2 girls that are going who are not going to be enjoying themselves as much because y'all got no windows in your room.
They just put them out like that.
I
thought they got the
No, they got the indoor room, interior room.
Put their government, their
I'm
whole
claustrophobic.
They gonna be in our room.
We ain't got that much space. I just said I'm claustrophobic. You want 4 people bumping up?
They gonna come like they gonna.
They can visit, yes, but y'all can't sleep. The beds are I Love Lucy beds. Y'all seen I Love Lucy? That used to be my favorite show, by the way.
Wait, what that bed used to look like?
The bed is like your body. If you turn, you off the bed.
Yeah, it's like
I Love Lucy beds.
Oh yeah, like okay.
Your body's all that fits. You can't sleep with nobody
like
in the
college
beds.
cots, them prison cots.
Unless you push them together, Then it's
that's
a whole
what I
different
did.
story.
I had a room to myself. I pushed them both together.
Yeah. Oh, but see, that's good if you have the room to yourself, but that's a little bit more pricey.
Well, I had
a room to myself.
Well, I didn't have a room by myself by choice. I was on a cruise by myself.
Well, what happened? Did you sign up for it?
So what happened was I won the cruise, right? So you had to take somebody with you that made a certain amount. Bam, did that. Went to Philly, did all that. Right, that person could no longer go. Right, had to move somebody else in it. Right, didn't have a girlfriend at the time. I don't have female friends at all that are not married
in
or
a
have
relationship,
kids, stuff like that. So
why?
That's a good question.
Is that it's not your choice?
No, that's not my choice either. It's a lot of stuff. Come on, but we'll be here all night. I don't have single female friends who could also be possibles. Does that make sense?
Well, maybe now they know.
Like quality women
that
I can just go to a wedding with, or stuff, just hang out with, chill with, that and could possibly build to something or not.
Well, are you accepting applications?
I am.
Give your website again.
www.calvinthespecialist.com.
His email's on
So
there.
I finally got my best friend, Bow. He was on it. Right. This fool paid a couple $100, then couldn't get off of work.
Ooh, couldn't get off of work.
Ooh. I was like, I ain't paying $20 or nothing if I ain't going. So I ended up by myself. Like at that time, though, I had one on Facebook and had sent like strangers.
Right, massive
I'm like, look,
strangers.
I got an almost free cruise. Who want this other ticket? Not like people I had met at like events and stuff.
Okay, got you. That's good.
Or some of them I hadn't met, but they were in my. They were in my.
You were willing to network.
They were in my area, right? And they were like artists or in my same field and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, sent all of them. I got so many like what? They thought those were sexual invitations.
They start blocking
I'm like,
you, right?
Wait a minute.
I'm saying.
They were like,
I had a girl had a fake husband call me. Then I ended up in a production with her to find out she wasn't married. We ain't go.
What?
You see what happens when you
did you
tell
hear that
a
was
story
messy.
to the man of God.
Don't be
you
messy,
get exposed.
y'all.
I didn't say nothing, but I wanted to know, like, what, so your husband coming to the show tonight? I ain't say that.
Oh my God, that would have been hilarious.
It was hilarious. Dude, Slam called me like, hey, I'm just trying to figure out why you sent my wife this message. I'm like,
look, it's good nature. I ain't doing it for no reason aside from goodness.
I networks.
I need someone to share the room with me, Jonay, but not call out last minute because we ain't get the insurance.
My name is Jonay.
Well,
I keep it real,
Latrice,
and I don't miss no vacations.
Say it again. Let's get ready.
And that's gonna be my first vacation. Like I'm not going anywhere else the rest of the year.
You're going in January to Jamaica. I just put you on blast. So
you put everybody's itinerary
you're not going
where
no
they
more?
going on blast.
Okay, so we're gonna make this a good one. This will probably be my last cruise, so let's do it big.
Your last
next time I'm doing an all-inclusive resort. No, I mean I like to cruise, but I want to do an all-inclusive resort next time. It's a little more affordable.
That's what's up. Yep. Oh, I'm down.
All right, so we'll let you know in advance.
A year and a half or more from now.
Jared, you coming too? Hopefully, Kiara, you can come. All right, Honor, we would love to have you.
Everyone that has been on Out the Box Radio.
Kimmy A, you're gonna be on next 2 weeks.
Kimmy
A gonna be co-hosting.
Holiday can't come.
Oh, Holiday, you can't.
No.
Oh,
sorry. All right.
So I got a question for y'all.
Yeah.
What is the one of the most embarrassing things that has happened to y'all while performing? Cause I got some stuff for y'all. Let me go first. What y'all think?
Yeah.
Nothing embarrassing has happened.
No.
Funny, goofy, like a tongue twister, like you messed up a sentence or something and laughed, like an outtake.
The funniest thing for me was I was doing this play, and I played opposite a guy. Mm-hmm. The guy clearly has he was very weird. Like he was a weird. I don't like saying this, but he was a weirdo. Like he looked like the type that all he did all day was like eat junk food and sit in his room and play video games all day.
He probably did.
Wow.
Like he was just like really
Don't
weird.
hold back. Weirdo. He probably did. Weirdo's not a bad word.
Like he was like
freak
40 and he still like lived
He was 40
in his mom's house.
Oh, he was a 40-year-old version. Go ahead.
Yeah, like that.
He was that type.
So,
go ahead.
But and yeah, like that's what it was. But the character that he played, my character and his character had a relationship. Mm-hmm. Like, but we were sneaking have a relationship. Ooh. Like I was the in-home nurse to his wife. Dang. Like she was messed up in the head.
Juicy.
So, yeah, it was like that. So it just was always very awkward trying to play opposite him because he just didn't have that connection to. I don't know. Anyway,
y'all had no chemistry.
No chemistry, and it wasn't And even with somebody that you don't have chemistry with, they just may not. They still exude the love or the.
Gotcha.
Because. But him, it was just
so
like...
he couldn't act naturally like as if he was in a relationship. He was just unnatural, weird, and
he can't do that?
Couldn't get in the character. Not believable.
It was so bad.
Ooh.
So there was like 2 scenes where we had to kiss, right? And that was my first time kissing a white guy.
Ain't nothing wrong. What you trying to say?
Nothing.
She just said it was her first time. Look at you.
It was. It was.
You didn't enjoy it because we ain't got no lips.
He didn't have any lips.
I ain't gonna lie. We don't have no lips. My nose runs right down to my bottom lip.
Lord have mercy.
But it was.
I always smell what's going on. Go ahead. I can
smell what the rock is cooking.
So, all right. He had literally, y'all. It was a week before the show. We had our last 2 rehearsals. He had an anxiety attack and quit.
Oh no!
Wow.
So
was it like the one Moniece had in the studio?
Would you like? Did you have like a deep, passionate kiss? We were like sucking his skin off his face.
No, I didn't even kiss him like that.
She didn't get a chance.
Right?
You just
like it
pecked
wasn't.
him a little bit.
It was like a peck.
Oh, you scared.
But was he was really going through stuff psychologically.
It had to
like he had some disorders or something. That's what it
sounded
like.
So I was like, was it me? Like, I don't know.
Wait, how old were y'all? Were y'all teens or was it y'all were adults?
This was like 3 years ago.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say maybe if y'all was teens, maybe he was real scared.
We were grown people.
Dang.
So he quit, right? So we had to think quickly on our feet. So one of the directors, her name was Melanie.
Ooh,
hey Melanie girl, if you listening.
Y'all had to set it off kiss?
She played the guy. She knew the lines and everything.
Did she dress like a guy or she just changed the role? Okay.
She dressed like a guy. Everything. That was the weirdest thing for me because I've never kissed a girl.
All right, Katy Perry has, and she liked it.
No, I didn't kiss her. I didn't, cause I just could not bring myself to do it.
Right.
Oh wait,
right? Like
you just grabbed her hand.
Oh, he said you couldn't bring yourself to your tongue.
I did an act. No, I didn't even kiss her. It wasn't even a peck. But I made it look like.
Oh, okay.
But that was so awkward for me. Yeah, that was so awkward because in my mind I'm like, okay, this has to look natural, but I don't want to naturally kiss this girl. So, yeah. And
now y'all friends.
Wait a minute.
No,
you just shout her out?
Yeah, if she was, I highly doubt that she's watching.
Since you ain't kissing.
Right, she probably mad at you. She got been dinner.
I know
you smell it too?
Someone
burning something.
No.
The lights.
Okay.
I know.
I thought I was having a heart attack.
She felt like I had an attitude problem.
Probably because you ain't give her what she wanted. Was that deep, passionate kiss? You was holding back.
You ain't slobber down.
Jojo, why was you holding back?
Give me what you got, girl.
Acting.
Give me what you got, girl.
Understand where I was it was already an awkward situation with the guy, right?
Mm-hmm. Then another one. You were just
then
going through a lot.
Me and her didn't even have chance to build chemistry. We didn't even. It was just.
Okay.
It was
well,
weird.
I mean,
she wanted to be winding down first before the stage kiss. Okay. She wanted to go to Chuck E. Cheese, and she went.
Yeah. So that's my.
Well, let's go across them real quick because we actually only have 10 minutes left, so we're gonna
Are you serious?
Yeah, we're gonna have to get into our challenge.
Look,
we missed our challenge last year, so we're gonna have to hurry.
Snap.
We'll see how much time we got in
Is somebody coming after us?
a few minutes.
Shit.
So, anyways, let's do this. We're gonna run through it in 2 minutes. I'll give mine really quick.
And real quick, I'm dropping something real crazy on Monday for my birthday on Facebook. Instagram.
What's your name on Facebook?
Monday.
I don't even have you on Facebook
Brother
yet.
Calvin D. Tucker Jr. On
Brother
Instagram is Calvin, the number 2,
D. Tucker Jr.
ENT on Instagram.
We're going to have to tune into that. Absolutely.
It's going to be fire.
So mine going to be quick.
Taking you back to
RadioOnFire.
2018.
Okay.
Y'all tell me how it go.
Huh?
How it go, the challenge. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Well, I'm going to tell you in a second. Let me give my story real quick.
Oh.
Really quick. 30 seconds or less. I got hit by a door and it wasn't expected on stage. Okay, that was it. Not on stage, filming on set. Someone was busting in the door when I was proposing to my wife. And they were busting through the door and didn't realize how close I was to the door because they were on the outside. We gave a cue to come in with the walkie-talkie. They didn't realize I was right there, and they swung the door open so hard, hit me right in the face. Oh. And then the person had the nerve to put it in the bloopers, and that wasn't even funny. I had a little mark on my cheek, a little blood.
A little blood.
And the girl was like, "Ooh!" Like while we were filming, she's like, "Ooh!" And I'm over here like about to start busting out in tears, and I was mad. I was like, "What the?" Anyway. That was my story.
Oh, okay.
So you want to get to the challenge? Or you want to give yours real quick?
Let's do this challenge. We got time.
All right, we do have time, but the problem is you can give your story while we're unwrapping what we're doing.
Oh, they got set up.
It's gonna take like 2 minutes.
My story is crazy. So what happened was right. So I have year-round allergies and I catch a cold quick and all that type of stuff. So when I take when I take Robitussin, it messes with my digestive system. If you feel me.
No.
But it's the only thing that takes the cold away, right? So I was singing at Afram one year not on the main stage, on the little secondary stage. Right? I had a whole 30-minute set, 15-minute set. My bad. So me, my two background singers. I'm there for sound check, but I had took Robitussin earlier that morning. So like my stomach is like killing me. I'm trying to warm up and get vocals right, so I can sing and not hit and change keys more than I normally do by accident. So long story short, right, I'm doing sound check. Got this up tempo song and it's a gospel song. Send up a prayer, and I go for this note just to check the sound. And I went, Ain't nobody know, right?
Wait, was it a short?
That sound was a number 2, but it was that juicy like beef stew, right? And I had on shorts, right? Look, so ain't nobody know, right? So I'm like, as soon as I hit that note and it happened, I was like, thank you, that's a good sound check. All right, I'll be back in 15 minutes. I ran right to the porta potty, right? And I'm like, Lord, please don't let nothing roll down my leg. Please don't let nothing drip down my leg, Lord, please. So I get to the porta potty, took the underwear off, threw them in the porta potty. Then I had to, until I sung, I stayed that way in my shorts. Wiped down real good, of course, but then I had to put on my khaki shorts back on with no drawers.
Oh.
And that's how, and nobody ever knew to this day.
What was going on?
No, they didn't know whose it was.
Well, no, you can go. I'm just thinking about the situation you was in.
My Lord.
Ooh. All right. This is the challenge, y'all. Look. We have it on our plates right now, so I'm sorry, Jared. We're going to catch you next time with a different challenge because you're going to be pissed.
You're going to do it.
Excuse me. We have the Warheads Challenge. We're bringing it back. Woo! Out the Box Radio Show. We did this a year and a half ago, y'all.
I didn't do this.
I have it upside down. A year and a half ago, we did the Warheads Challenge, and we're doing it again. Jonae missed it, and Brother Calvin, have you done this before?
Nope.
All right. I suck at this, so y'all will probably win. She is really good and talented. I won't get into it because you are saved.
Of these.
We all have the same amount.
Do I have to
I have 12.
stuff in my mouth?
Don't open that yet because we don't know.
We have more in the tube, so guess what? If we need some more, we're going to open some more. If you can get more than 12 or 13 that you have on your plate. I didn't. How many you have? 13? 6, 8, 10, 12. I have 12. How many you got?
See?
I think she has 12.
13.
We'll put one extra in the tube here because I don't think you're going to be even do 12.
I'm lying. I got 12.
Math what my subject. This right here. Yeah,
no,
okay. So I'm blocking my face. 13. I'm going to put this right here between us. All right? We're going to be seeing how many warheads we can fit in our mouth and without going crazy. Because with Tess, it's sour, it's extra sour warheads.
So
wait, what's the challenge? We got to do what now?
Whoever can get the most warheads without saying you've done is the winner. So if you can get 12, we have more. If you can get all 12, do more. Last time I only could get 9, I think, myself.
So you got to keep your rapping so you can count. All right, but you can count to 3. Let's do it.
Yes. So we going
she cheated, so we get to open.
Should we open it first and put them on our plate and just do one by one, or open them and do one by one like that?
I mean,
ain't it more fun if we got to open them and do it?
We can do that. I just feel like
I have nails.
the expression gonna go away. I'm open my
But
mind.
they still sticking to the rapper, see?
Yeah, this because it's from Five Below, and then some of them.
Has it started?
Some of them are from Walgreens.
Is it a countdown?
We're not starting. We're gonna open some of them up first. I'm gonna put mine on my plate.
Are you counting down, DJ?
DJ, do you have us with a timer? Can you count us in?
He like it.
Hey, these things don't want to come off the rapper.
I already feel it. You know when you get that feeling behind your ears, I already feel it, and I didn't even start.
That you gonna lose? Okay.
Yeah, that, and I can taste the sourness.
This one.
The lemon and the apple one is not good.
Y'all
have y'all ever done
man.
viewers?
Y'all sound like y'all ain't even competitive over
viewers,
here.
have you ever done
marshmallow challenge?
This is extra sour Warheads.
Yeah, these joints.
And when you have 2 in your mouth, it's bad enough. When
I
you
sweat
have
when I eat
12,
sour candy.
This
I
is
sweat,
like eating the same level as eating hot sauce, but with sour candy. It's extreme.
Yes, you can. They
And
sticking for me too.
My fingers already smell a little sour.
How much time we got?
So it's not time. It's just how many you can. Well,
no,
we can
I mean how much time we got left in the show?
Oh, probably like 6. I think till 8:30, or is it 8:25?
Somebody got some scissors.
We have 6 minutes.
Lord. They melting.
If we get done in enough time, we can do another game before we leave. But if not, this is gonna be it, y'all. Warheads. Those of you who are just tuning in, the Warheads Challenge. We're doing it right here live. We opening our wrappers right now. We all got 12 on our plate to start off. Just 12. I say just, but I probably can't even do half of these.
Count these wrappers almost. I ripped them in half.
The ones that aren't stuck are the ones I got from Walgreens. The ones that are stuck are the ones I got from Five Below.
You done left them in the car and they done melted. With
No, they was in my house.
Back when it was summertime.
Summer.
I mean, a couple of days ago when it was summertime outside.
All right. Ooh, I ain't never heard the black cherry before. What? That's a mixture up in here. All right, mine's good. Who's still on? Brother
You
Calvin.
get all of them?
Brother Calvin.
It's fine. I'm still
Y'all
gonna beat
slow.
you.
I
I'm still gonna beat you.
All right, how about let's start off with 6. How many you have open? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's start off with 6.
What do you mean?
Like if y'all can do 6, and you can continue opening.
No,
if
we
you
can
feel
do 6. All right, you ready? All right, 2, 4, 6. You got 6 open? Shoot one more. This her 6.
All right, we're gonna start off with 6, y'all. We're gonna start off with 6. DJ gonna count us in. I can already tell. Let me let y'all know. Last time my tongue was burning. Go ahead.
1, go.
Oh my God. You put them all in there.
Oh.
7.
Oh, look.
I put 7 in there.
It's really sour.
You look keep going.
Water sour.
I need a scissors. I need some scissors.
Scissors? You need the scissors.
To open these.
I got you.
Thank you.
Ugh. It's making me burp.
Come on, y'all only had 13.
I got 7. Right here.
I got 7.
You really are. You really is sweating.
I told you I sweat when I eat sour candy.
I got 8.
Drip sweat.
8 was my last one.
Fine, see?
What y'all got? My tongue is burning. I can't feel my tongue is numb.
I'm going for 8. I'm going for 8 because y'all
I
playing.
have 8. What you got? 8?
can't
Oh, you got 8? You ain't saying nothing.
What you got?
10,
I can't open them.
9,
But they not sour.
8,
10. 11. 12.
7,
Oh.
6,
No.
5,
Because they won't open.
4,
13.
13.
Uh-huh.
2,
Woo! Woo!
1. How many y'all got? How many?
He said 13.
You get 13.
I got 9.
I can't get these open.
But the sourness go away though after a while. It go away.
Well, we got
It's not,
13.
they not sour. They just make my eyes water.
That's
That's they sour.
Sour. What the world?
Woo!
It's not good.
We have a winner.
I feel like I done preached the sermon up in here. That's him say amen. Ha
Woohoo!
I feel like I should win because they've been in my mouth.
No. I won this one because I got 13.
That's only because you could get them open.
I got 13.
Well, he did open all of them. I should have did like him. I would have got all of them.
I can't taste. My taste buds are shot.
I'm eating all of them. Look, I'm crunching all of them up.
Jared, you just missed it.
Eyelashes.
Jared, we just did the challenge.
So
you
they
missed
some
it.
sucker MCs. They got to spit theirs back out. I'm straight
I had 13
mine.
in my mouth,
I'm from
and
West
I can't
Baltimore,
feel my tongue.
Frederick Avenue on Front Hill, baby.
All right, that was the Warheads challenge. It was, it tastes nasty, y'all. My tongue is numb and it's burnt. It tastes disgusting.
It's not. That wasn't bad.
Well, you was crying. You was
You
sweating.
crying.
I just got my eyelashes.
Y'all was leaking.
Cry,
I didn't leak nowhere.
Cry.
I feel fresh and I look fresh. Maybe a little oily, but all right, y'all. That was a challenge. It's nasty. My face probably looks just like this mother on the
RadioOnFire.com, Out the Box Radio.
That is it. We have a show right behind us, do we not?
Your boy, brother
Do
Calvin.
we? Starting at 8:30.
And for Jared, holla at your boy.
Starting at 8:30. All right. Well, guess what, y'all?
Single ladies,
Hit them
holla
up
at your boy.
on the website. We gonna crush this candy real quick, and we gonna be here next week. We got Kelsey Gooden coming back to the studio.
Nice.
Shout out to Kelsey. She's gonna be a guest co-host next week.
Sounds good.
Next week, we're going to continue our improv out the box with some more improv games.
Oh, I wish we would have.
I know. Last week was a little interesting. But we got y'all next week, okay? I'm going to finish eating my candies, and I'm going to call it a day. Thank y'all for tuning in. Out the Box Radio on Radio on Fire each and every week. We'll see you next week. Have a blessed day.
Arigato.
Woo! It's good when it gets to the sweet spot.